distance. Using the chart, remember the bottom of the chart and the top of the chart is your longitude. Both sides of the chart are your latitude. During the chart work that we'll be doing, we try to speed things up, and you can use the latitude for distance. Now, if you go to the chart scale, there is a scale that you can use to find distance, and it's a lot easier and a lot faster by just using the sides of your charts. It's a real quick access. You can move your dividers real quick over to the side instead of trying to find where on your chart you have your scale and you have to use it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the sides of our charts to find our distances. Never use your longitude line, because longitude is a different scale and will actually open up as you go around the world. They change in size. So latitude pretty much stays the same. So when we start using our measurements, always use your latitude line for your measurements. And you can see how the latitude is marked up in these little blocks. One block is all white. One block has a black line running through it, and so on. So you'll see it's a black line, then a white line, then a black line. This helps you in counting. So if I started on the bottom corner and I wanted counting miles, I would count from this mark to this mark would actually be 1 mile. To this mark would be 2 miles, and to this mark would be 3 miles. Anywhere I do it, if I take my dividers and open up between the two marks, I can see that this is actually going to be 1 mile. Now, each mile is broken down into tenths of a mile. So if I took my dividers and I measured the distance and I brought it over, always put it on the exact point of a latitude. You can put it here, you can put it here, you can put it here, anywhere you want. I like to use nice even numbers. On this one, you actually see it says 50. This is 50 minutes. Now, if I take my dividers and I open it up and it only goes almost up to this distance, it doesn't quite go a mile, you would count the individual tenths for your distance. So if it didn't go quite, if it went to this mark right here, this mark is 8/10 of a mile. If it went all the way, that would be 1 mile. So using my dividers, if I take a distance, I would put a point, and I wanted to measure how far something is, I could use this and I can say, okay, I'm going to use this as a mile, or I could open it up. If I open it up on the bottom, I can open it up and I can say this is 2 miles. So I could take my dividers and I could actually walk across my chart, and every time I walk my dividers, I'm counting by twos because this represents 2 miles. So I could put it here, I could put it here. You see, I'm going to come up with the same thing. So this is using your dividers, finding distance. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to open up the camera and reset it, and we're going to actually put this into use. All right, we go back to our original problem. We were at this buoy, and we found out there was good fishing in this direction.